let's make a painting and let's go and deal with this thing. Water, flip the page over, put water on the back. I much prefer this than a masking tape. Masking tape actually is looking better in the end, if I gotta be honest, because you get like a natural matting, but I still prefer this. I like this more, it's more natural for me. Anyway, we're gonna start with green and brown left from the previous painting. And we're gonna make one big splash here and then blend it. No horizon, I think. Well, it's gonna be horizon here with orange. I will not even clean my brush. We're gonna make it here. Okay. Clean the brush now. And now we're gonna use this. What is this? Brown. Okay. So you're gonna put a little bit of the brown here. And we're gonna take a lot of water and take only on the tip of it. And we're gonna put a nice big dark spot right on the left side. And now, of course, as more we go, more we're gonna spread. And we're gonna spread like a sun. So, like this. And we're just gonna tap. Now, whatever I go and tap it, I will not go and repeat it. I will just tap like this and let it blend. So we're gonna have very colorful, beautiful clouds going around. Now, all good. After that, we're gonna let that develop, and I'm gonna start removing some paint here. Now I'm gonna use a big brush, and what I'm gonna try to do is do the same thing, but this time is the opposite. I will try to remove some of the paint. Okay, good. Now, where's my small brush? Okay, I'm gonna use the same brown. I will mix it a little bit with green. And what we're gonna do is try to make the throwing shadow with green. Okay. And now, let's see here. Okay. So now we can tap, 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 tap. Now, obviously, this taps that I'm gonna make them, they're not gonna be so intense, but also they're not gonna be so close to each other. Once I do this, immediately I will take the multiple brush and I will try to kind of blend them. Now this heel, because it's on the horizon, it will follow this direction from left to right in the diagonal. And I'm gonna keep repeating until I get the results I like. Barely touching the whole thing. Now this heel, barely touching. Just, it's better to barely touch it and just make it like a multiple times, multiple moves. Make this action until you get the results you want. I wish I can like destroy one spot so I can show you what's going to happen if you push it. But right now, and what I, in my mind, is I try to blend, but also I try to mimic the wind. So when the wind is moving, it actually is moving the clouds, so it's moving the shadows, the throwing shadows too. So that's what we try to do. We try to create feeling of movement here. There we go. Now, of course, here and here. Here I'm gonna take a little bit from that because this was a little bit too dark here, but that's fine because this is gonna be, the clouds are our main character. So we keep going here. Be gentle here. Be gentle. There we go. Okay, good. For the clouds itself, I can do a couple of things. I can use the big brush, or I can use the thinner one, the flat one. So we will see how that's gonna work. I think I'm gonna go with the big one, just because I have less control over it, and we already know clouds are very, very abstract things. There we go. Look at that fluffiness. After all, I will use the flat one because I want to have this at least on the front. The first clouds, I need to have some kind of structure. Yeah, that's better. Excuse me. And we're gonna go in open composition here. There we go. Another body here. Take a little bit of water. Now we don't want to go too realistic here, so this part I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna expand the clouds and they all start from here, and that's about it. Here the same thing. Okay. Take the multiple brush and kind of blend the bottom of the clouds by simply touching. There we go. Now, of course, I can go even more crazier and use white gouache. It's gonna bring even more attention to this, but I don't think it's necessary. We don't have to go too crazy on this. Now, because this is a hill and we have a wind and we can see the wind and we can see everything pretty much going on, this is the time to start making some grass. Of course, here we're gonna make very slow, not so snappy, not so sharp moves, strokes. There we go. Second line, a little bit more snappy. Not too close to each other because we don't want to destroy the shadows. Here we can afford to push a little bit more. And here we go all in. So pretty much here we have a lot to lose, and here we're like done with it. It's like, man, I'm done with it. Snappy shots, there you go. Snappy strokes. Now, last thing, we want to push that snappy strokes that we make with this high contrast. We want to add black here. And what we're going to do is barely touching, but we need like a nice, almost dry on dry. I'm going to use water just to take some of the paint. And now I'm going to remove some of the paint, of course. It's a slow process until you get the moist the moist level you want on your brush. Almost dry brush. Look at this. Hold on. Maybe I should do this a little bit of brown. You know what? Why not? We want to make a nice connection. Let's see if that's going to work. Oh, yeah. Look at this. So we're going to pull up the snappy strokes outside. Now, what's happening is when I make this strokes, actually I'm damaging the paper. And by damaging the paper, that means the paper is going down. So the level for the rest of the paper that I never touch is up. And now when I make very, very gentle moves, actually I'm showing up this. It's showing up. Look at this. And you can clearly see it right here. There we go. I will show you pretty fast. Look at this. If I make one move like this, and I will go above, and you can clearly see where I damaged the paper. There we go. There it is. Drawing shadow. Of course, we're gonna make a couple of lines just to show up. And now we're going in a more realism. Which one is, we're gonna pull the plug here. That's good enough. There you go. Watercolor, abstract, landscape.